What if I told you that you don't actually need to season your carbon steel pans to make them non-stick? 2 months ago, I had that thought and I decided to make an experiment. In this video, I'll walk you through my journey, step by step. Hi, I am Papa Mao. I'm here to inspire people to use healthier and long-lasting cookware as a way to care for the loved ones and for the environment. In my channel, I show how easy it is to cook with carbon steel, cast iron, and stainless steel cookware. Welcome to my channel. In the cooking context, seasoning is how we refer to that thin layer of cooked or polymerized oil, which is hardened oil with temperature, that covers our pans and is widely believed to be the source of non-stickness for carbon steel and cast iron pans. A common practice when pans are brand new is to wash them well, to remove that factory oil that comes to make sure they arrive in good conditions, and then to go through a process of seasoning, which may involve putting some kind of oil in the pan and putting them in the oven or in the cooktop. You can watch one of my videos and see how the process works. But from the outside, it looks a bit too complicated for my liking. If we want to replace non-stick for something better, it has to be easy. Just decided to put it aside and start using it. I didn't want to care for this guy at all. Now it's been 2 months since that day, and this pan is we're just back from holidays. We went camping 2 weeks. This pan has been heavily used for the past 2 months, and it's been everywhere, like in gas cooktops, in barbecues, over the campfire, done nothing other than cooking and washing it. I'll show you how we did. Okay, this is how our pan looked brand new. That is, after washing it and removing all the factory oil. I like to do this by spraying the pans with vinegar, which is acidic and removes the oil entirely. All you see here is just bare carbon steel metal. Here you can see the differences between our pan in the right side of the photo compared to a recently seasoned pan in the left. Alrighty, this was the pan's first ever cook. A fried egg with butter that went dancing like crazy. Not bad non-stick for an unseasoned pan, hey? Our second victim was halloumi cheese. This is a sticky classic that can weld to your pan if you don't cook it properly. I would call that non-stick. And when I was finished, I just did the usual. A little bit of cold water and let it sit for a few minutes. That makes washing really easy. Here I just reheated some lentils for dinner. You can see the bottom of the pan there, non-stick. And after a few days of use, our pan started changing color, darkening and developing that unique patina that is characteristic of carbon steel pans. To me, that's the true meaning of seasoning. Something that's been through a number of seasons, or something that's got a lot of experience, like a seasoned camper, for example. This was on week 2nd, a sticky classic, chicken breast. Check how little oil is in there. And it was time for a break, so we took him on holidays. Together, we cooked some delicious American-style pancakes. And there is a video about that. I hope you get the point. We cooked everything with this little pan. Here you have another sticky classic, bacon. It always gets that crust on the bottom. I even made some eggs on top of it. Look, what a mess, but not an issue at all. I just put some boiling water and let it sit. After a few minutes, just wipe and happy days. And this one, ooh, a specialty at home. Provolone cheese. Have you ever tried it? If not, you should. And this may ruffle some feathers. Yes, I cook tomato sauce on my carbon steel pans. Wait, but wouldn't that remove the seasoning? Well, yes, but we don't care, right? That's the whole point about this video. So there you go. Seasoning is not essential for carbon steel cooking. It doesn't make your pan more non-stick. All you need is just to make sure you start with a clean surface and warm your pans first. Then you add a little bit of your preferred fat, and that's all. You put the food, you commit with that food, you don't touch it for a couple of minutes, and then the food gradually lifts and you are left with a fully non-stick pan. With cooking, dark patina starts developing, and that's why you see this pan being black instead of sort of silver. That's totally normal and helps protect your pan from rust. What about the rust? Well, I didn't have any issues with rust at all. This pan was on a heavy rotation. It was our only pan in a holiday, so it was used 2-3 times per day. Now, having said that, this pan is a one piece of steel. So the handle is the same material as the rest of the pan. I haven't touched the handle, haven't done any seasoning at all. So this is bare metal, which is exposed to the elements. The handle has some stains, rusty stains, you would say, but the rust is not loose. You touch it and you don't get rusty hands or something. So it doesn't look great, but it doesn't affect the pan at all. Now for the rest of the pan, the bottom of the pan is dark. And that's the back with some clear marks of having been in the campfire, in the grill. And that's what I love about them. They are indestructible and you can use them anywhere. It's just such a perfect piece of cookware. And in the cooking surface, there's no rust at all. But I want to stress this point. I just wash it with water and dry it, and that's all. I don't heat it, and I haven't put any oil on top of it, as people recommend. I strongly believe that we are overcomplicating carbon steel. I'm a bit tired of watching all these videos of people making it really complicated. It doesn't need to be that way. What about the looks? Carbon steel pans are not famous for their looks. They look like they've been on a party for a month without sleeping. Really, like if you've ever been in a restaurant's kitchen and you see their pans, they all look trashed. And that's how carbon steel pans look. So if the looks are important for you, that's all good, but carbon steel may not be the right choice. It's very difficult to get them to a deep black and stay like that. As soon as you start cooking, the surface of the pan starts reacting with temperature, with oils, with food, and it starts changing color. So you will get a lot of stains. Let's call them stains. It's just changes of color, right? They cook beautifully. If you've been hesitant to try carbon steel because it sounds too complicated, don't worry. Seasoning is not a deal breaker. Seasoning is not what makes your pan non-stick. It is you. It's the way you use it. So give it a go. You can't break them, right? They are indestructible. And in little time, you will get the hang out of them and you will start enjoying beautiful cooking for life. Have you ever tried cooking with a carbon steel pan without seasoning? If you have, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your experiences. And if you found this helpful, please subscribe to my channel. I'm committed to build a strong community so we can encourage more people to make the switch from non-stick cookware to healthy and durable options. So, do you really need to season your carbon steel pans to start using them? short answer is no. Seasoning will help protect them from rust. So if you live in a humid environment and you store your pans for, say, a week or more, you may need to apply a thin layer of oil and then dry it well just to make sure it doesn't develop rust. But having said that, rust is not the end of the world. It's really nothing. Like, you can remove it with a spray, a little bit of vinegar, and you scrub it a little bit, and it's gonna be shiny as new, okay? Then you wash it well and you go cooking. Don't be stressed about rust. It's just not important. Get your carbon steel pan and just start using it. The less you care, the better they deliver. I see you in the next one.